Yo, what's going on YouTube? Welcome to my corner of the world. We are here for a BlankBoy reaction to his video, how the Avengers defeated Thanos when it was Endgame. And yeah, they did. They really did. It was a team effort though. Because the way that Thanos slid on every single Avenger in Infinity War, that was... Oh man, he did the Avengers dirty in that movie. He really did. But they got their get back in Endgame, and that is what BlankBoy is going to be covering here. So yeah, let's hop in. Link to the original video will be in the description if you want to check it out on your own. Yeah, let's run this up.
Thank you to War Thunder for sponsoring this video. So we see the Black Order here with Thanos' entire army getting ready for battle.
Oh, so
if you never saw this movie, you'd think, wow.
Oh, so he's starting straight from when Thanos' army came in. I thought he might start with like Thanos like pulling up and then him having the fight with the big three, and then we get no, he's just okay.
He must be getting ready to fight a crazy amount of people. They even got this "don't worry, he don't bite" ass dog on standby, all charging in too.
No, that thing will rip you apart.
But currently, as it stands, there is only one single soul capable of fighting back. Yup, all of them charging in for one nigga, Captain America, who's way better than me. I would have played dead. But see, Captain America moving 5 steps ahead of me. If he plays dead, then he wouldn't be able to take this moment to aura farm. He's been doing this for years now in the MCU. Who am I to question Picasso? He knows niggas gon' dick ride this weak shit anyways. And this is why you just gotta let him cook. Because Cap walking up to the
shot, bro. I never get tired of seeing that shot.
Genuinely one of my favorite moments in the MCU ever. Just perfectly encapsulates his character in this moment. Just peak characterization. On your left, Steve. Don't worry, Thanos didn't beat the schizophrenia into you, gang.
Hey, yo.
It's really me, the one and only. That pussy Thanos knew he had to send me away. Falcon putting belt to ass on that smurf. And it was in this moment we all had the greatest movie theater experience ever.
Oh yeah, I watched this movie in the theaters too.
He's not alone.
People were screaming so loud when people came back.
Their hands on top of their heads in disbelief, screaming at the top of their lungs.
Yeah,
niggas stroking they shit. Endgame was a wild time, bro.
It was.
Steve's so happy he could cry.
I was there for Infinity War too, in the theaters.
Starts hitting the dog eyes closed.
The cries, the screams, the gas.
What am I supposed to do with this?
But then to get that theater experience for Endgame too.
There's plenty more where that came from. Doctor Strange in this throwing up gang signs with Mantis and Drax alongside him. Drax been trying to get his get back on Thanos for murdering his family for 9 movies now.
For
Nigga
real.
is doing a terrible job. He said in Guardians 1 on his wife and kids' soul he getting back. They haven't rested peacefully since. The reason we lost in Infinity War is here, and the Spider-Man is here. He was the only competition Black Panther had
the
for
fraud
the
lord off of my screen.
Had niggas in there screaming like Tom and Jerry. Cap looking like a proud uncle, like he didn't just put the beats on Lil Bro 3 movies ago last time.
That was fine. That was years ago.
In the 1920s. T'Challa came with the entire Wakandan army. Dora Milaje hitting Thanos soldiers with... But it just keeps going, like Rod Wave KFC order. Groot is here, ready to give dudes splinters, and Wanda ain't forget about how Thanos snatched Vision's chain. And it only gets better. Thor B-Sass is awake again, pissed off, and Iron Man is back up as well. Type of people that got Thanos nervous. I'm telling you, heavy hitters everywhere. But anywho, hopefully they show that patch of dirt and rocks behind Spider-Man 2, since we given anybody close-ups. Ant-Man pulled up to the party in his giant form, moving like straight ass ketchup. Hulk, Rocket, and War Machine, I choose you, putting them down. This nerd ass Hulk ready to defeat Thanos with math equations. Rocket locked and loaded. Literally every hero's here. We're only missing one.
Oh, I hate you. I hate you. I hate you. Oh, I hate you for this. Why did you... Why did you have to do her like that? Oh my
All the
god,
Black Widow fans in the
bro.
theater like,
Can we just let Natasha rest in peace, please?
I feel bad for people who are fans of characters that get shown no love. The Beta Ray Bill fans are starving.
True.
Meanwhile, Spider-Man fans get shit like this and still bitching. But
True.
me, I was eating good.
Me too.
Seeing my GOAT Captain America making Thanos regret his actions. Thanos looking like, chill, bro. We wasn't even gonna jump you for real. But it's too late, bro. We saw how those niggas were sprinting to beat on one weakened man. Captain America's got a whole army with him now, too. And he says the words, Avengers, assemble.
We ready, let's go.
Here we go. The most epic MCU battle sequence of all time. The entire Wakandan army on that. We got control of the skies too. Ant-Man running in, everyone in search of some smoke. Most of these people missed the past 5 years of the world, was trapped watching their loved ones get piped up. Niggas dirty talking about how she wasn't getting it like this pre-blip, huh? I want to kill Thanos too, but that's gonna prove to be a difficult task because he's also got an entire army. And we've got Drax on our side. But that nerf won't stop us. The Avengers are still dedicated. Cap on the front lines with half his shield and then M'Baku for whatever reason. And they said, we
how did
another 5 years.
How did M'Baku get up there? He was on the Wakandan side with the army, and they were in the back. How? He ain't that fast. He's not a super soul. How did he get up there? That's a good point, actually. What? How did he get up there?
Shit started to become like prison in there. Asgardians with Asgardians, Wakandans with Wakandans. And Falcon started talking about niggas better not drop the soap. Luckily, they've all escaped that now at this point, and just catching bodies left, right, and center. Dudes out here showing out, trying to get that Avengers 10-day contract. MCU Hulk thinks moving like this will make me stop calling him unincredible, while Ant-Man rocks a ship.
I didn't even realize that Hulk did that.
Oh
my god.
Drax is getting back, but his slow ass getting back on the wrong nigga. Cull Obsidian was just a henchman, bro, as Crag whacks his ass. There's a lot of other duos I can't wait to see team up here, but first we gotta see the one no one asked for, featuring Pepper Potts, as her and Iron Man go back-to-back spraying everything. Can't wait to see Wong and Mantis cook up next, since niggas giving anybody screen time. This more what we here for. Thor and Captain America putting hands on NPCs, until Thor realizes he got the smaller one. Niggas got diffed in the meat off, and tells Cap to take Mjolnir and give him Stormbreaker, as it pans to Rocket and Bucky spraying shit down.
Yes, sir.
Their Marvel rivals team up. Thanos' army gonna be helpless when they hear that ult. Iron Man using his laser, finally getting his solo time. He tries spraying back, but it's time to close your eyes and prepare for the worst, Tony. Luckily, Spider-Man is here to save the day, and Ant-Man stomps on him. They did this nigga like Dennis in the SpongeBob movie. Gave that man no chance, as they get their Iron Man and Iron Boy Jr. moment hug. But while we're on the topic of the Avengers and Thanos at war with one another, I'd like to thank the sponsor.
Yeah, that was clean. That was clean. You get your bag, bruh. You got it. But I'ma move on.
Don't miss it. Tony's relieved. He thought he really brought Lil Bro into the big leagues just to get disintegrated. A nigga like Batman would be unfazed. He like, just grab any random little nigga. I'm on my 8th Robin. Star-Lord is blasting through the air and gets tackled, blasting him, kicking another one but gets backed onto the wall. I was in the theater hitting the Stephen A. Smith face. I still didn't forget how you sold my parlay in Infinity War.
You sold, bro.
Nigga, bro. But unfortunately, he blocks one, kicks him,
this is what I'm talking about. Get the fraud lord off of my screen.
If I was there, I'd hit him with the Amari Stoudemire. He
like,
don't deserve any help.
We could have won an Infinity War not for you.
He gets blasted in the background, falling into Missionary. Star-Lord's girl has been dead for a minute, so he considering just taking these strokes. But by some Christmas miracle, Gamora is alive. Some way, somehow, their love transcended death itself, and she returned back to him to save his life. This is just beautiful. This is true love. Oh!
Good.
Yeah, that ain't the Gamora you knew, gang. She don't know you. But the Hawkeye we know is alive with the Infinity Gauntlet, running away from this gorilla. I don't know why he running. He should just grab a stone off that bitch and get to blasting. But instead, Falcon comes through clutch for the first time ever, killing Thanos' gorilla. I already know Falcon is so confused seeing Cap and Iron Man work together right now. Last time he was around, they was beefing with Tony. Sam must be like this right now.
I never thought I'd see the day. I never thought I'd see the day they squashed the beef with swipers, swiping, stealing beef and greasy ass.
Captain America gets it.
Hold on. Dora and Swiper actually became friends? Are you serious? Nah, bro. That's actually kind of mind-shattering. That's like messing with my sense of reality right now. Dora and Swiper became friends? In my day, they were constantly beefing with one another. Constantly, and now they friends? Ain't no way.
The beef with Swiper, Swiper is stealing beef with greasy ass.
What? Gets attacked by an outrider, pushing it off, calling over Mjolnir, cooking it, and throws an alley-oop with Hulk, who finishes it with the most unenthusiastic dunk ever. Doctor Strange flies over and makes a bunch of outriders slam into the ground as Tony pulls up to ask him, "Is this it? Is this the reality where they win?" Doctor Strange like, does he know? Iron Man is curious, what's it gonna take to win? And Doctor Strange talking about a nebula sacrifice. He trying to give Tony a peace of mind of, oh, alright, so not much for real. Little does he know, it's gonna take Tony getting microwaved. Thanos takes out some NPC, I don't know why he would try that alone, and Squidward is snitching, pointing out that Hawkeye has the Infinity Gauntlet and is running very slowly, normal human ass nigga, away with it. But I don't know what they talking about. Hawkeye moving right now.
He was moving, bro. Put some respect on Hawkeye's name.
Can't believe what he's seeing right now. He ready to pull a Coach Baker and bring this man out of Crenshaw. But there's no amount of moves that can dodge all these gorillas. Luckily, Black Panther is here to save the day. He said, pass that shit. This is out your pay grade, bro. You more cut out to be holding snacks for Thor when he's tired. This is a real man's job. Kicking this random, flipping, dodging these shots, and slamming bro's head. He's untouchable, on pace to break Usain Bolt's world record.
Yeah, about that.
Running and kicking and clawing too, giving this man a nasty knee and slamming everyone. Nah, T'Challa is really cooking. He's about to single-handedly bring the gauntlet to...
Nope. Not so untouchable after all.
I fuck with you heavy, Black Panther, but this isn't a fight that you're capable of winning. Tag someone else in, like Vision. His transparent mode is OP. I already know Star-Lord's
it honestly is.
Used it for nefarious things.
Let me get this straight. You can just walk into people and take over their bodies from the inside? Yeah, pretty much. Hey, Danny, if you could control a girl for just about 2 minutes...
Tucker. I didn't even realize that he said this as a kid. Tucker. Hey, yo. Tucker, you gotta chill. Yo. Tucker, you're... Wow. Wow. There is so much to unpack behind this question. There is so much to unpack. I'm not gonna do it, but there is a lot to unpack with that question. Anyway, yeah, Black Panther, he don't want, he ain't dealing with Thanos like that. So let's bring in the person who could solo him. One of the people, I should say. Let's bring in one of the people in this fight overall who could solo Thanos, please.
Unfortunately, Vision can't make it to the party because he's been recycled into a toaster, but his wife, Scarlet Witch, is here to slide for him. Thanos doesn't even know her. That wasn't me. That was my evil twin, Thanos. Wanda doesn't give a fuck though. You look exactly like him, lifting up and chucking these boulders of debris at him. We just seen Thanos reverse jump Cap, Thor, and Iron Man, which I covered like 2 years ago if you want to see that portion of the fight.
Okay.
So Scarlet Witch is really just that strong, because she's soloing him. Got Black Panther
literally.
Back, like, good looks.
She is soloing this
Thanos
man.
would have had him like...
Is this your game?
Black Panther chases down the gauntlet, but Squidward grabs him, pulling T'Challa in towards him, in a helpless position, and who knows what Squidward freak-ass got planned. Luckily, Black Panther doesn't have to find out, cause he passes the gauntlet to Spider-Man, squishing this Outrider. But Thanos been feasting on extras this whole fight and built up his attack dog's kill streak. So Spider-Man activates his kill mode and starts slicing down all the Outriders, and shit is really just starting to fall apart for the Mad Titan now. The gauntlet is slipping away, and he thought he had Wanda on the ropes, but she's able to stop him and blast his sword away. And before he could even get the chance to get his hands ready to box, Wanda grabs him and starts lifting him up into the air,
breaking his bones.
The whole time, Thanos
she was
still don't know why
soloing this dude.
This is all your fucking fault.
What did I do?
You did this to me. Who the fuck is this nigga, bro?
She's got him pinned up and starts ripping his arm off. So he tells the squad, use the cannons on the ship. Squidward is like, but sire, our troops. But Thanos said, man, fuck our troops.
For real.
Raining down
Bro
on the
got
battlefield
so scared that he rained down on the battlefield to get away from her.
So what happened to running the
Wanda
ones?
was insane.
He is a murderous psychopath, to be fair. Probably shouldn't have believed him. Niggas be like, nah bro, it's safe, I'm not gonna scam you. But the cannon from the ship destroyed the terrain, causing the ocean to start flooding the battlefield. Whether Thanos meant to do it or not, he playing 4D chess, occupying Strange, getting one of their strongest soldiers off the field. And it works like a charm, cause look at Spider-Man getting jumped with the gauntlet, but Cap throws Mjolnir. And because Spider-Man is not worthy, he out here putting the beats on his homie for being mad about his father's murder. Spider-Man isn't able to stop it, so he latches on and lets it carry him away. But that was only gonna work for oh so long, because his web gets cut, but luckily Pepper Potts saves him. I don't know why this nigga need to be carried so bad. Look at Iron Boy Jr. getting thrown again, and now Valkyrie gotta carry his ass too. Andrew Spider-Man would have been moving like Neo from the Matrix and got the gauntlet there himself.
I mean, to be fair though, like this fight here, the Amazing Spider-Man 2, like in this space, he has a bunch of stuff to use his webs on to get around and like kick off of. Here, like in Endgame, during that like battleground that they're on, Spider-Man doesn't have anything to do that with. Like there are no buildings around, there are no trees, there are no like wires. He's got nothing to use to swing on. So yeah, he's gonna need to get saved quite a bit to stay in the air.
But this ain't it, and this shit hits Valkyrie, but Peter is able to lock onto the gauntlet, doesn't lose focus once to catch it and stop his fall and dip out. And we already know Spider-Man got that speed overall on 100. Nothing and nobody finna catch him. Damn, never mind, bro. But it's not just Spider-Man getting rained on from above. Literally all our heroes are getting sprayed down and they can't fight back. All they can do is cover their heads and hide from the shower. But only rainbows. After rain, the sun starts to shine on them as they look up, seeing the ship start pointing at the sky and spraying forward. And
here we have another person who can solo Thanos.
Either something else is coming in towards them, or Stevie Wonder subbed in on the turret. But turns out it's the former, because a meteor comes through and cuts through the ship like a hot knife through butter.
Yeah.
It's a bird. It's a plane. Wait, no, it's a bird.
Shut your brain, motherfucker.
It's Captain Marvel. She got Rocket geeked. He knows they up now.
Yeah.
She changed weak niggas like Falcon's life. Captain America watches as she takes up.
Her showing up here is this movie's equivalent to Thor showing up in Wakanda in Infinity War. Because, like, we all know, like, in Infinity War, outside of Thanos with the stones, Thor was basically, like, the strongest person around. He was the only one who, like, even had a chance at taking down Thanos. And when you look at that movie, he did. Like, he took Thanos down almost in one hit. Granted, he didn't kill him, but he incapacitated him enough to get him down to a knee and start like fearing for his life, you know? So him pulling up like that, and especially with the people who know Thor and know how powerful he is, they're like, oh yeah, y'all are screwed. We got the big gun in here now. That is what this scene is. She is the new big gun, which is actually kind of hilarious considering that they already had a big gun in Wanda on the field. But like, this is arguably a bigger gun, you know? But yeah, like her, like especially her coming from the sky almost in the same way that Thor did, and then like going around destroying the ships with ease just like Thor did in Infinity War. Yeah. This is this movie's version of Thor pulling up in Wakanda.
She changed weak niggas like Falcon's life.
So yeah, him geeking like that, it makes sense.
A giant ship all on her own. And I'm sorry, bro. Thor nor Wanda can do this.
Who is the strongest MCU character? Oh, I don't know about all that now. Like, if you were to say, like, who is the strongest MCU, like, Avenger or something, that would be different. But MCU character,
Captain Marvel.
if I had to guess, it's between Captain Marvel, Scarlet Witch, and Sentry. Yes,
like,
thank you.
This is ridiculous.
Thank
She's
you.
aura farming.
I just went on a huge, like, tangent as, like, I was, like, breaking down that list. I'm gonna cut all of that out because that would be, like, torturous for you guys. But I basically came down to the top two on that list being Scarlet Witch and Captain Marvel. And then the third person who I'm like, you know what? There is a third person who may be considered like the strongest one, and it's Sentry. Because like Sentry, like slash the Void, it's like, how do you beat the Void? You know what I mean? Like, but yeah, that's essentially the top three that I came down to. It's between any one of those three, realistically.
They're killing like a million.
That's the list
people.
I came down to as well.
She just came through and literally single-handedly changed this fight. Got this nigga Thanos on the brink of tears.
Yeah,
I
bro.
would be hurt too with that haircut, Brody. Your shit used to be fire before the stress of having to murder the universe. And stress is only gonna be added because Captain Marvel has found the gauntlet. And she's ready to turn into beast mode and carry it over the end zone. But I'm sorry, bro. We're skipping over this. Who run the world? Girls as seen. I'm not trying to drag in like a bunch of obese niggas who were like, let's ruin the movie, eat chips. But I do think we can come to an agreement that this was a bit forced.
It was.
Even though they were cooking up. It's like,
it was
what?
definitely
was there
forced.
No allowed invisible force field that we're not seeing on this part of the battle? How?
Which is actually pretty crazy when you think about it, because there is no way in the world that they all just happen to be at that section of the battlefield, especially when you look at all the earlier scenes and you see hella men and women standing next to each other fighting the enemies in multiple frames. You see plenty of men, plenty of women standing by each other. Hold on.
Not a single man is
okay, so it's not playing the whole thing, but it's like,
they don't.
But he didn't show it, but like just during that running scene alone, freeze frame it and just look at how many men and women are standing next to each other in those frames. There is no way in the world all of those women just happen to be at that section of the battlefield. There's like, I don't know what they were thinking when they came up with that, but yeah, it was incredibly forced.
Don't need them, as Gamora
that was ridiculously forced.
One shots Corvus Glaive. They nerfed the hell out the Black Order in Endgame.
Sure did.
War Corvus Glaive had Vision by the throat, giving him strokes.
Well, Vision sucks. So
Wanda though, who redirects
the MCU version of Vision
Valkyrie
sucks.
Comes through, cutting them literally in half, which creates the opening, allowing Captain Marvel to come through like Superman. But Thanos is on that. But she's got help. She's trying to get to the van to throw the gauntlet into the quantum realm, where high-ass Cardi fans must have been when they decided that this was good music. Thanos instantly gets beamed by Sherry, Wasp, and Pepper Potts, rolling across the ground, and can only watch as Captain Marvel is about to cross the finish line, throwing up the peace sign at that nigga.
Nope,
but Thanos turns into Tom Brady, booming the portal, sending a shockwave out, hitting everyone, including Captain Marvel, and the gauntlet is now out in the open there for the taking. A nigga like me would have sprinted on the field and snapped Atlanta away, but instead the first person who spots it is Iron Man, and he decides to use his high Tony Stark IQ. He instead decides to just tackle Thanos, who's going for it, but eats an elbow. Maybe that wasn't the most high IQ thing. Probably one of his dumber decisions in hindsight. Up there with the Silver Surfer as fit. Thor steps in, weave, block, weaves the slash, and weaves the throw, grabs throw, and catches his attack. Despite Thanos having rod wave dimensions.
Brother.
You know, let me leave Rod Wave alone.
Please.
Today. Despite Thanos having Rod Wave dimensions,
oh my God.
He's very nimble. He was out here weaving, but now he needs his strength as Thor uses Mjolnir to push Stormbreaker into Thanos' chest. Niggas should be going for the eyeballs. Haven't you learned your lesson, fat man? Captain America jumps over to try to help him cut his head off. But it's clear Thor gotta get in the weight room and Cap needs more steroids, cause he smacked Stormbreaker, headbutts Thor, grabs Cap, throwing him across the battlefield, knocking him out. Thanos really must hate this nigga. Why he always be rocking him so
Yeah,
bad,
right?
bro? Now Thanos is free to get the gauntlet, but he gets his ECL torn, hit, and leave. Captain Marvel took too long to pull up. What could have possibly been more important than this? She out here hitting him with right lefts. Thanos said you gotta be quicker than that, grabbing her, spinning her, and chucking her like a side character. And this is how you know Thanos is not playing any games right now, bro. That man is not wasting any time with any bullshit quotes. He's locked in, getting right to it. This nigga said, yeah, y'all gotta go. But before he can snap his fingers, Captain Marvel stops him, holding his hand open and eats his headbutt. With that cranium he got, that move typically has a 100% success rate. Thanos can't believe she just ate that shit. Wasn't he just talking about how having to fight Iron Man puts a smile on his face? Now he's spooked, and on one knee as he takes out the Power Stone, absorbs it, and punches her out the frame. It's looking bleak for our universe at this point. And we see in this moment Doctor Strange raise his finger with Tony looking over it like, damn nigga, just ask your question already. But he's really trying to say, this is it. This is the time where we win. So as Thanos puts the Power Stone back in his glove and starts Super Saiyan powering up, Tony knows what he must do now. With the van gone, he has no choice. Grabbing the glove from Thanos, seemingly trying to pull it off, but gets hit with the knee and backhanded away, treating that nigga like a misbehaving son. What type of plan was that, Tony? Now Thanos has the glove and is talking about Iron Heart right now or some shit like that. I forgot the quote. But the snap doesn't work. Nobody's turning into dust. Nobody's getting sent to the Shadow Realm. Thanos looking like no way the jeweler scammed him and shit. But nah, bro, you didn't get scammed. You just got your chain snatched. Yeah. Iron Man got that shit on now, with Thanos in disbelief, and snaps his ass away. Again, thank you to War Thunder for...
Nah, bro, that is so good. Bro, that was clean. Oh, that was very good. Awesome video by BlankBoy. Definitely entertained by it. Like, he really had me, like, thinking on that who was the strongest MCU character question, especially with the list of the pictures that he had. I was like there for like a good 5 to 10 minutes genuinely trying to process all of that, and I'm definitely cutting it out, but I came to the same conclusion as him. Captain Marvel, Scarlet Witch, or Sentry. They are all top 3. I don't know which one of them is actually the strongest one, but I know for a fact that they are the top 3 contenders for that question. Anyway, that is going to be it from me. If you guys enjoyed my reaction to this, make sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. I would really appreciate it, and I will catch you in the next video. See ya.